a slut.
Hi, sluts.
Hey, sluts.
Welcome to another episode of the Slut Life Podcast. I am your host, Buxom Gusher, and we have special co-host Daddy Gusher with us today.
Howdy, howdy.
Miss Cherry could not make it because she is in the process of moving, so please send all your good energy to sweet Cherry to get moved in and closer to us.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
please,
brother.
thank you.
Hell yeah.
So on today's episode, we have special guest Emerald Lynn.
Hi.
Hello.
She, her goblin. She is a Slut Life ambassador and a Channel 13 clothing promoter, vendor, and inspiring creator.
Yay.
Yes. And of course, she is a slut, and you can find her stuff on OnlyFans.
What's the at?
My Chemical Imbalance sub.
That is correct.
Oh, you know, hell yeah, good job. Yeah. So
yeah,
we
I did my
have
research.
Oh,
Thorough research.
Oh, thorough research. Yeah, really spread it out, and I don't know. Never mind. That one tanked. I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
That started going up.
Yeah. No.
It's
sorry.
okay.
That's all right. Well, today's topic is a fun little thing called pet play.
Ho, ho.
Ooh, we barking already?
Big dog.
Woof.
Good girl.
It gets me every time.
Give it a shot.
Well, we'll dive into the dynamics of that later. But yeah, if you feel the need to say it, yeah. But I'm still a little new to pet play, and Daddy Gusher is new to being a handler. But this has been a really fun experience so far for us. How long would you say that you've been into it?
I'm also pretty new. I don't have a handler. I don't really dive into a lot of things. My partner currently is not very kinky.
Mm-hmm.
But I am more of a kitten. I feel like I've always been this way, to be honest.
Yeah.
And just the way that I am. Cats are like, don't touch me unless I want to be touched.
Yes. And I let you know
I'll
when
let
I've had
you
enough.
kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so there are different types of pet play, and I do want to make a special note that pet play and furries do not equate.
Nope.
One may be into the other or vice versa, but they are not the same. So
Yes.
This is very specifically about pet play, not furries. And within pet play, there are so many different types of pets that you can be. So Emerald
Absolutely.
mentioned being a kitten. I am a pup.
Pupper.
I'm a pupper. For a good while, I thought I was a cat.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a cat so bad.
But the problem with you being a cat is whenever I get you in the palm of my hands, you just melt like putty.
I know.
So you are man's best friend.
I
It's
am.
the golden retriever energy.
It
Good girl.
is. And I do like the milk bone.
Oh. Yeah, actually, funnily enough, before the show, she blew me, and at the end, she was like, "That's my favorite milk bone." So sexy.
But other popular pets would be foxes, bunnies, especially in the rope community. I would say they're mostly bunnies in there. There's cows. There's ponies, and I feel like it's newer, at least more commonly talked about, raccoons, possums, trash
trashy
pandas,
guys.
yeah, skunks.
Skunks, yeah,
we
yeah.
love the wildlife. Yeah, so let's dive into that a little bit. Whenever you say you always felt like a kitten, what kind of mannerisms do you pick up on outside of the "don't touch me, touch me"?
I'm also, when I am in like that mood where I do want to be touched, I'm literally like rubbing up on the person that I want to be against.
Yeah. Rubbing them pheromones around.
Yeah. This is mine. I'm claiming this. I'm doing this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's mostly like the just choosing when I want to be in whatever mood that I am kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you mischievous like a cat?
Probably. Am I?
I mean, you've been a little bratty this morning, so I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah. Cats are bratty, though.
They are bratty.
God.
Bruh. Dude.
Kind of goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
They are so bratty. Our cat Stagger is absolutely a dick about any sort of like water vessel at the edge of something. He'll just go,
You drinking that?
I don't care. Oh, you want your shoes in the morning so you can go work out? I'm just going to chew through the laces.
Yeah. Never chewed on your shoes.
Never did.
Before, outside of my Crocs. Bro,
Yeah.
that cat has chewed
He
my
loves Crocs.
Oh, no.
But I don't know, like that cat just be chewing, and one day he's going to fuck around and find out because he likes to chew electrical cords. And I'm just like,
well, he
oh,
hasn't
boy.
done that in a while, I don't think.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, but
Maybe he found out.
it's true. So I actually put a little like who's the pet players question out there out on FetLife, and I got to speak to some fun new friends, one of which is Pet Cryptid. They identify as a fox, but they may possibly be developing a separate pups persona. And I thought that was interesting because that made me think of like, well, I always thought I was a cat, and then nope, I'm clearly a dog. And I'm like, well, can I be more than one?
Yeah, I mean,
Cat?
maybe some days you're feeling like a kitty and some days you're feeling like a pup.
Yeah, I feel like it also goes in like that switch energy where it just kind of depends on what mood you're in.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bucks is actually like exploring some topping tendencies. So, hey, maybe.
I feel like that's more of a cat, you know, taking charge. And then when you're.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super subservient.
I am.
Super.
I am. It's a little embarrassing, but yeah. If I'm not, then I don't fuck with you, I guess. But I asked them why a fox, how did they come about a fox? And their answer was very interesting. So they always like wildlife, but they found a study on National Geographic about foxes and breeding them and making them more domesticated. And they liked the idea of like being something wild and like domesticating, and I thought
That is cool.
yeah, but like I feel like within my pup persona it feels woofy, and I was like, that
Really
makes sense. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Look at her. She's a little feral.
Well, she is feral. Speaking of feral, special shout out to Clothing 13 for feral as fuck.
Channel 13.
Oh, what did
Channel
I say?
13.
I said Lucky 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tattoo shop in Mooresville. Sorry, not a special
Yeah,
shout out to
not a
that. But yes,
sponsor.
the Channel 13. So
Yes.
sorry. Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll make Daddy Gusher do an embarrassing womp womp womp.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not going to do
All right, we just did it then. It's fine. But they shared a very interesting Wikipedia article with me, so I think we can put that in the show notes for you guys if you're interested.
Oh, absolutely.
In that. But yeah, so you feel like you've always been a cat. Did you have a moment where it was like a light bulb, like I'm a cat?
This is so weird because I know we don't really dive into like when you were, you know, a minor and anything like that. But like, I feel like I've always been that person that's like that. Like, I was that kid that like played in boxes, built my fort,
that's so
like all of
cute.
my pillows, all my cozy stuff in a box, like brought all my stuffed animals.
Yeah.
So I guess always.
Yeah. And it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so like I'm super into rope, and as a kid, you know, in the Boy Scouts, that was one of my favorite things to do was tie knots.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I mean,
it comes
it's okay
full
for kink
circle.
to start or kink-based things to
Yeah,
have like a
it's
root
so
in childhood.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, and that I think, and I would love to do a topic on this. If you are interested in joining us as a guest, please email us at slutlifepod
Slutlifepod.
at gmail.com. But I would love to do a conversation with a little, because I wonder.
Yes.
If
we do know some littles.
We do know some littles.
We could possibly reach out. Yeah.
But I wonder if there is a little bit of pet play that like crosses streams with littles or middles. Like that little bit of like, take care of me.
Yeah.
I just want to catch this ball, play with me.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that there's probably like at least, some of the communities on both sides where a big part of it is I just don't want to have to be an adult or deal with decisions, and I want to be taken care of. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're a little, email us.
Email us, add us at FetLife, if you're on there, at SlutLife Brand. Hit us up on Instagram at SlutLifePod.
Yeah, awesome. Shameless self-plug.
That's not a shameless self-plug. This is our
I'm
show.
not ashamed at all.
This is our show. There's no shame. No shame.
Should always be shameless self-plug.
Yes.
For everybody.
Always be plugging.
ABP, baby.
Yeah.
Always.
That includes your ass.
Well.
And if you want to learn how to plug your ass, please check out the Booty Play.
Episode 12, Booty Play with Anal Alley and Scotty Maximum.
Actually has twisted my view, because while I am into pet play and everything, I'm not really into anal and all that. But I was like, maybe I will give this another try, because I do want a tail.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, with anything sexual and kink, I always say, give it a second try. A good kind of full circle for this is way long ago, we bought a cupping set, and I tried it on Buxom, and she wasn't a huge fan. But we tried it again. This is years later, like 6-7 years later, and you found it so much more rewarding and comforting.
Yeah.
Just because you've had like some different changes within yourself, like some discoveries that have allowed you to kind of unlock and be more free with your body.
Yeah.
So like, you never know, honestly. And then sometimes it's just a matter of finding the right person to kind of help you with it too.
Yeah.
So
it's a growing process. I think
process.
That's the thing about kink and really sex in general.
Oh, yeah.
It's a growing and learning process. It never ends.
Oh, yeah.
Never ends. And if you stop learning, fuck you. don't slide in my DMs. If you're not willing to listen and learn new things, don't slide in my DMs.
I mean, okay, I'll say that. If you are willfully ignorant and like not willing to see other people's viewpoints and whatnot, that's fine. If you are just, and this is not a slight, if you're very vanilla and that is your bag and you don't like feel comfortable exploring stuff, that's fine.
It is.
That is completely fine. You don't have to get bent.
But
over
still
that.
be open-minded to
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if it's
Yes.
not for you.
Absolutely. And we actually have an upcoming episode on that. Little spoiler, little teaser.
Wow. So I'll dive into a little bit how I came about the pet play and Daddy Gusher. Please correct me as needed, because memory. But we played with the idea of trying some pet play. And I want good girl to mean something. I don't want it to get overused. I don't want it to be like a blanket statement. I want good girl to feel something. And we had to go to a pet supply store, which conveniently actually is a dog pet supply store for cat food.
They got good savings.
They do, because there's a reward system, and a bitch loves savings.
Yeah.
But we went and go get cat food, and while we were there, Daddy Gusher was like, well, you want to look at collar and leashes? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And
We'd always talked about it.
yeah. And we experimented with collar and leashes before.
Oh yeah,
many
moons
yeah.
ago.
And again, it was one of those like, it was okay. So I didn't really expect this to unlock anything in me, but we went and looked at collars, and he actually like put one on me, and I was like, "Oh, this feels."
In the middle of the store, by the way,
Yes.
because you know what? The honest to God truth is that we're just we're kinky, and we have like a very low risk profile, so
Yes.
we're just like
We live out loud.
whatever. What? Yes, I am putting this on my wife. It's actually a funny little anecdotal story about that. When we went to check out,
We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you tell it though.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, because it's funny.
So he puts the collar on me, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're doing this. And I found one that had aliens on it because she's out of this world.
I love that for you.
Yes. And we found a leash that we both liked.
Yes, it's comfortable.
It's
It's short.
Yes.
So it's not like inconvenient if we're out in the public.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we're just wanting to be at a kink event, you know, I'm not having to like mess with a retractable, which feels weird.
Yeah.
To me, at least. Not shitting on anybody for that, but
No.
I don't want that for a putt boy.
No.
Fuck. And it's not some 20-foot long monster that I'm fucking having to deal with.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But it's a good one. But after we found the leash and the collar, I was immediately like, well, can we go look at the toys?
Yeah. That was fun.
So we went and looked at the toys and found like a little chew toy that would fit fine and be easy to clean, and I like the texture of it. And I was actually shower thoughts. I was actually wondering this morning, are those insertable, do you think? What would the cleaning process of these?
I think it would have to do with the material of whatever the toy is.
And I'm not entirely sure.
I would be hesitant to do it without a condom.
Okay, yeah. Just in case.
For a lot of reasons. One, I'm not sure that there isn't going to be any seams that in your mouth or like in your hand you're not going to feel, but you know, in certain areas, those could cause some tears.
Yeah, and that's scary.
I
watched 1,000 Ways to Die.
I mean, here's the thing: if you're going to insert anything, it needs to be made for being inserted, in my opinion.
You're right.
In all honesty.
Okay.
And if it's not made for insertion, at least for fuck's sake, put a condom on it, as just a little preventative measure. But also, you know, we've all heard the stories of people going to ER with like a toy race car in their asshole or some shit like that. You know, be smart about it.
So
you know?
What's funny is I do work at a pet store.
Yes.
And a lot of the tags on the dog toys do say like not to be inserted and things like that.
What?
And you know, they have to put that on the tag if it's happened at least once. So
But now I have more questions.
Now we have more questions. Yes.
All right, noted. Not to be inserted. Fine. It's only going in your mouth. I get it. It's a chew toy.
It is a chew toy. So.
all right.
Fine. But yeah, that was my quick shower thought this morning. And I was like, gotta look into that, but never mind. Fine. We're learning things in real time.
Yeah, I don't really want to find out what happens if we do that.
No, I don't have insurance. If you would like to sponsor my bills, consider sponsoring the podcast.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So checkout. We get to the checkout. We find the toy.
We get to the checkout, and there's just this lovely person who's at the register, and she looks at us and she's like, "Oh, this is really nice. What sort of a dog do you have?" And we're like, "Oh, you know, it's a bigger dog." And she like looked at us a little concerned because of the size of the collar. She's like, "Oh, well, like how big of a dog are we talking?" And I sheepishly went like, I don't know, about 220, 230. And she's like, well, that's a really big dog. What kind of a breed is it? And I like sheepishly looked at Buxom and I was like, well, she's a bit of a mutt.
Yeah.
And then the lady, you could see it dawn in her eyes in real time. And she was like, oh.
And that's why I don't ask people what kind of pet they have at the register.
I would every time.
Yeah, and she was just like, oh, okay. And like, just kind of like was nonplussed by it, which was cool. And was nice about it, but we just thought it was really funny. And we were just like, well, I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, I don't just lie about it. Well, I got a chihuahua. I don't know.
No.
Nope. Say fully, don't ask a question if you're not ready for any answers.
Yeah, I got a big dog.
Woof. Click. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry. I got, okay, not gonna lie. Speaking of pets, there is a cat that lives out on the lake, and it was doing some weird shit on the deck, so I just got kind of like enamored by the cat for a hot second.
Wow, not you getting distracted by pussy.
I mean, I'm always distracted by pussy. We know that.
So coming back, we go to the house, put the collar and a leash on me, put the toy in my mouth, take pictures of me. I blow him because milk bone.
And what happened?
You came on my face.
Yeah, but what happened to you?
I came.
And there was a puddle underneath you.
Yeah, but bro, I always become a second dick. Second dick makes me come. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a slut, but
yeah. Cock slut.
But when the scene was over, I just had like this. Okay, new kink unlocked. Let's
Oh man, let's
dive into this. Let's talk about it. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for me?
It was so great because when you had that toy in your mouth and you had like your little paws up.
That say good girl, by the way.
That say good girl, by the way. It was just magical because you could tell in your eyes that you were living. And I had my hand behind the back of her head, just giving her little scratches and say, who's my good girl? Who's my good girl? And it felt good, because like for me, it was nice because it was a way for me to embody just how like much I care about you, if I'm going to be honest. And like, I don't know, it was nice to, know that you needed me in that sense. And for you, what was it like?
Oh man. It like gave me permission to just do what felt like be that primal. Cause she is primal. It's all connecting.
The dots are connecting.
The dots are connecting. Yeah. It gives me that chance to just stop being a human and like go back to what feels primal and needed. Not just wanted, but needed. Like I need your cock in my mouth. Yes.
Hawk 2 on that thing.
Yeah, and that was actually a question that I was throwing out there to people, and I got a lot of similar answers. Like it gives you the smooth brain feeling, which yes, I love a smooth brain feeling, and they like the attention and the affection that they get, and it creates a nice connection between them and their handlers. So, speaking of creating connections with handlers, Daddy Gusher is in the process of training me. Not sure about the ins and outs of that. Not sure how much he'll share with the people. But he is clicker training me, so I'm sure you've heard the clicker throughout the episode. I am getting clicker trained. I have asked several times what gets a click, and I still don't know.
You get a click.
Because the brat in me wants to know.
You get a click to reward you for good behavior. What constitutes good behavior? Maybe I'll tell you, maybe I won't.
Oh my gosh.
You forget. You're not the only Brad in this relationship.
I know you are Bratty Top. I'm warning everyone now. This is a room full of brats, actually.
Yes. It's been very chaotic.
We're just trying to out-brat each other. Like,
Yes.
Daddy Gusher asked for a hand earlier, and I just clapped for him.
Oh my God.
But Sweet Emerald got up. I was like, pfft.
Sweet Emerald got up after Daddy Gusher said,
You
I
reworded
need
it.
help to get the curtain off of the ground so that I can put it on the backdrop. And then
Yes.
that's when, quote unquote, Sweet Emerald came.
Specifically, can somebody please come hand me this thing on the ground?
But you know what? He gave very clear and direct
Oh,
instructions
yes,
after
yes,
that.
yes,
So
yes.
I will give you a hand. Yes. So part of that training actually coincides with like my 2025 kink goals. One of which is to be more social because I am an unsocialized pup and I need to be socialized
Yeah.
because I'm an anxious pupper.
We, the Gushies are both introverts. Don't let us lie to you. But one of us is a little bit more extroverted as long as he's not in a giant room with a fuck ton of people. But yeah, unfortunately, Ms. Buxom scared of everybody.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to people.
Nope.
It's hard.
It is.
Hey,
It
and
is.
I'm not
You want me to
judging it,
get
not
naked
judging
in
one
front
bit.
of people? Bitch, take it. Yes.
Explain that shit to me though. That's the thing that always blows my mind is like you'll get buck ass naked and rub your pussy in front of a bunch of random strangers. But God forbid you ask them, "Hey, what's your name?"
What?
I can't do that.
You're perceiving me.
Well, they were perceiving you 10 minutes ago whenever you're fucking blowing squirt all over the fucking ground.
It's different.
It
like
is.
I still have not built up that confidence to like all last year I just wanted to get on stage and go to like an amateur night or something like that and like do the thing.
Yeah.
I can't. Someone was like, "But you sell pictures of your tits online and all
that's
this." I'm
super
like, "That's
different.
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 That's different. I would be in a whole room where everyone is perceiving me, and I don't like that."
Yeah.
Well, not to divert from the topic too much, but I am curious about one thing. What about like at conventions and stuff? You seem to be pretty comfortable with folks and being able to like vend. Is it just so like because like that's kind of like a performance in and of itself? At least I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It is, but I think like all my experience in like a retail customer service type of thing, because I'm
Customer
literally
service
just
brain kicks on.
yeah.
Oh,
and
got it.
Fake it till you make it. Sometimes.
All right. Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do to get through that shit.
But at the end of any convention, I'm like dead tired. Like I have
Get
been
the fuck away from
emotionally,
me.
socially spent. Like
The
I
cat
cannot.
comes out.
I
Like,
sleep
no,
for 3 days.
Don't touch me. I'm gonna sleep for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So jumping back into pet play, do you think that it is sexual? Is it sometimes sexual? Is it not sexual at all for you?
It really depends on my mood.
Okay.
I feel I mean, and that kind of goes with everything for me anyway. Like it really just depends on my mood. Because in a not sexual way, I'm, say out in public and I'm just like, nobody look at me, nobody talk to me, leave me alone. I'm going to do what I got to do. But then I'm at home and if like I'm with my partner or something, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. That makes sense. And I up until like really today, like going through some of these answers that people submitted, I really always considered it sexual, and it wasn't until today that I was like, well, it's really not always sexual. Like giving me task and training me to be social isn't sexual at all. That's just helping me be a more sociable human. So like that doesn't have to be sexual at all. Like the clicker doesn't have to be sexual. It makes my heart flutter. Like it makes my insides warm to hear it. Like, oh, I'm a good girl. So yeah, it was today that I realized, oh shit, pet play doesn't have to be sexual.
I mean, yeah, it really kind of runs the gamut, right? Because you've got some pet players who they're just social pet players and, just like to wag their tail and, go to parties and sloshes. And then once it gets to a sexual manner, they remove that and then they're like, okay, now we're scening. And then you have some people who exclusively do it sexually.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your experience thus far as a trainer, like coming up with tasks and...
It's been a struggle for me, if I'm not...
Yeah, be honest.
If I'm being honest, yeah. I mean, because here's the thing. Sometimes my appetite is a little bigger than my stomach when it comes to kink. And so I might take on a little bit more than I ought to sometimes.
You bite off more than you can chew.
Wow. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's actually kind of accurate, to be honest. And so, like, what I've been trying to do is get better at reestablishing our DS relationship. So this has actually given me another tool in the tool belt to kind of reestablish properly the DS. Because I got lazy in 2024, I'm not going to lie to you. And kind of let that slip. Not in a bad way, per se. Just in a life got really weird and really busy. And therapy really, really helped that.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to therapy. If you have the means to do it, because it will save your life.
Yes.
It saved mine, not in a sense of I wanted to, but in a sense of I didn't realize how much I wasn't living, right? But now that I've kind of gotten my head screwed on back straight again, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I'm just saying that, like, from 2024 me to 2025 me, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
A lot has changed for the better. But what I would say helped me is, one, relying on your community and reaching out to other folks who do this. Two, there's plenty of good online resources, and we'll make sure to try to post those in the show notes. And three, and this is going to sound really strange, but just honest, is looking up dog handling stuff on YouTube to kind of get an idea for how to integrate certain things that you want to integrate into your handling. And buy these things. They're great. Also, it's a great stimming toy. I try not to do it around her, but, like, just sitting here, it is so fun. It's so, I don't know, it just gives me something to do. But funnily enough, if you put one of these on your keys, prepare to clicker train your car. Because, like, I all the time now be grabbing my keys and go, like, and I'm like, oh, no, that's not unlocking my car, dude. That's not unlocking my car. Yeah, one of our friends was like, quit trying to clicker train your car.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to break down call and response training?
I enjoy the fact that you want me to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is, dear.
Oh.
I'm trying to learn these things.
Wolf.
Oh, okay. See, here's the thing.
Learn in real time.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're not learning and growing every day, you're dying. So.
Well, you're doing that anyways. I'm sorry to tell you.
Still there.
Hey. All right. Come on, Debbie Downers.
No.
Okay. So,
Who
call
is
and response.
Debbie?
And what is she downing? What the fuck is wrong with us?
But no, what is she downing?
Yeah, so call and response training. We should have went over this before the pod, but we actually do that. It's a fun little thing that we just stumbled upon. I quite enjoy the stupid Tiger Woods meme where he went up to his caddy and said, "Big dog."
Oof.
So when I heard it, and then I also remembered that Michael Cole back in the 2018, 2019 era of like SmackDown referred to Roman Reigns as the big dog.
Oof.
I was just like, man, it's so funny how like, you know, we always call people a big dog, right?
Oof.
And I love this, by the way. So we're sitting there and we're having a conversation, and I'm like, well, what kind of dog are you, Buxom? And she was like, I don't know, but I don't feel like I'm a little pup. And I'm like, well, let me hear your bark. So she gave me this.
Oof.
And I was like, oh, so you're just like a little pup.
Yeah.
A little tiny terrier.
A little pup.
A little tiny
but of
Shih Tzu.
Big dog.
No.
I am not no Shih Tzu.
And I don't mean to laugh every time,
I
but
love
it
that you
just
laugh
is
every
so,
time.
I love it so much that it's just like, I guess because it's like ironically, you know, like just...
You want to give it a shot? Give it a shot.
No, but I will segue. I brought a gift for you. This is not the offering.
This is not the
why
offering. Remember
when you had said that,
into
I was
the
like,
mic.
no.
She
But-
was like,
can't hear
shut
me.
your mouth.
This isn't. This is an audio. It's an audio-based medium. What do you got,
I know
baby?
it's a gift and you guys can't see it, but again, I work at a
Yes.
pet store. I got a
love
tag
it.
made that says Big Dog Buxom. And it's like black and sparkly.
I love it. We'll
And
put
Yeah,
a picture
it's so
online.
It's actually so funny. You didn't even realize what you just did. You saved me from having to make the arduous choice of a tag to buy because we were
And
literally just talking about that the day before.
I was so unsure if I wanted to do it because I didn't want to step on any
did
toes
so
or
good.
paws or anything. And I was like,
You
but
did
this
so
would
good.
be so good
Oh, you
Yes.
didn't step on these grippers at all.
Yeah.
for free.
For free.
Actually, when you handed this to me, I was like, that motherfucker was talking to her.
No.
No.
What
It
a
was-
happy coincidence.
Oh my God, the happiest of
Because we were
coincidences. So
just talking about it.
literally the day after we were talking about that, this one sends me a snap. First off, you lucked the fuck out because I am super bad at present secrets. I'm good at normal secrets, but present secrets, I get too amped up.
Well, I had to tell somebody, which is why I told you.
Because present secrets, here's the thing. Everybody loves present secrets because it's like, it's something that amps you up. You know, that you're going to give something to somebody and they're going to be like, hell the fuck yeah. And it was like so perfect. When I saw it, I was like, God damn, she really did knock it out of the park because she wants a bone. She loves the color black. And if it ain't sparkly, what we doing?
And he asked me, what do you want it to say? And I was like, big dog.
Yep.
Oof.
So, but at any rate, so like talking about like the bark and everything, I was like, no, a big dog is hoof, hoof, hoof. And she gives me,
Oof.
so I was just like flabbergasted by it. So I'm
It's
like,
so good, though.
all right, I guess you're the big dog.
Oof. I practice my bark and everything. Like,
But she refuses to arf.
No, absolutely
Absolutely
not.
won't
Not
arf.
all dogs do that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm aware that not
Some
all
dogs just
arf.
scream.
Arf.
It's true.
Oh my God! Yes, I had those kind of dogs. It
Yeah.
was the worst experience ever.
I woof, and I'm trying to work on my growl now. So we'll see.
Why don't you give us a little taste of that?
I don't know if I like it yet.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. I was leaning in. I was going to do it.
You going to do it?
Oh God. Okay.
If you growl, I'll growl. How about
It's like
that?
peer pressure.
Okay. Are you gonna meow?
I'll
No,
meow too if
probably
you want.
not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And I'm over here in the middle, like, just want to be like, meow.
Yes.
Oh man, we are off the reservations. Bring us back, Buxom.
I mean, we're not too far off the reservations because I was actually just going to say like that's one of the fun things about pet play for me is it like helps that undiagnosed autistic brain go. I'm gonna make weird noises randomly because it just sounds good and feels good to do it right now. So pet play actually kind of helps with that. It gives me that moment to express that woof kind of moment.
That big dog moment.
Woof. Yeah. Yeah. Plus I like task. I like assignments, and I feel like
Yeah, you do.
Being a pup in training, I get assignments and I get tasks to do, and then like I get clickers and good girls when I complete them, and it feels nice. It's really nice. I don't know. Give pet play a try. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have a praise kink, might be for you, might not.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you have any ears, tails, collars?
I have so many, which is why I said I lean more into like a cat or a kitten, but I have like bunny ears and fox, and I think I have rat ones. Like
what? Rat ears?
Yeah,
Yes.
like
hell yeah, dude.
It's just something about wearing ears that like I don't know. I just really love it.
Yeah. And you buy from a specific retailer. You want to plug them? You can't remember the app?
My brain
That's
is
fine.
bad, but I
We'll put it
will
in the
give
show
it
notes.
to you so that way you
For the
can
notes.
link it because they're wonderful. I've bought so many ears from this seller on Etsy that they hold up. They're great. They're beautiful. I usually get a lot of compliments on them.
Oh, good.
So shout out to them.
Yeah. We'll put them in the description. I do not have a pair of pup ears yet.
Well, so we found a really good pair that we liked on Etsy, but
Yes.
the problem was
From
is they
that
were
seller.
coming from. Were they from that seller? I thought they were someone else.
I think they're from that seller. It just wouldn't be here in time for when we
They
would need
do
them.
take a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it was going to be like mid-February, which
Yeah.
would have been great for my birthday.
Yeah. Well,
Shout out to Daddy Gusher's birthday.
yeah. If you would like to send him presents, you can do
You can
so
send me prezzies.
at P.O. Box 69,
Right.
Concord, North Carolina, 28026.
And it is a real P.O. box.
It
I'm
is.
so tired of having to tell people that.
Yeah. No one believes it.
No one believes
one
it.
believes
Like, why am I saying this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like, do you think I would really make up a P.O. box, which was hilariously previously owned by our small city town that we live in by one of the departments that was there. And I was like, I mean, cool, I guess.
Now it's for sluts.
Nice.
Now it's for slutty sluts.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is the funniest thing ever. Anytime I get something delivered, they're like, come on, man. Be real for me right now. I'm like,
I am.
it's real.
Yeah.
They gotta have those numbers and the P.O. boxes. What do you think? They're just
Yeah.
gonna go 68, 70?
Well, why are you being nasty about it?
I'm just trying to get mail.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on.
I just want you to send me a package. Jeez.
Yeah. But I did because those ears were going to take so long to get here. Not so long. I am reasonable with crafters taking the time they need to craft stuff and mail it, but
100%. We were just underprepared.
yes, yeah, because they would not have been here when I needed them.
Yeah.
In the moment, I ordered from fucking Amazon.
Oh man, we fucked up.
and I got exactly what the fuck I ordered.
Yep.
They're
Like,
so bad.
they
They
so
suck.
bad.
I went through a lot of different shops before I found one that I really like.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like these are supposed to be the ones that go up and then flop a little bit.
Yeah.
They are just straight up floppy ass bunny ears, man.
Yeah.
They're sad.
They're
Are they
just
still here? Or
sad.
did we throw them away?
No, they're still here because I'm like, man, I don't know. I might use
Oh,
them
we
for
got it.
something.
We got to show them to Emerald because they are absolutely tragic.
Yeah, so I will end it with, if you are curious and wanting to look into ears or tails or collars and whatnot, I consider going on Etsy and paying someone
Pay an artist
instead of
of a
Amazon.
corporation.
Yeah.
Or
yes.
learn how to make them yourselves. I've heard that
That's-
it's
Oh, really?
not really that difficult
Okay, we'll
if
get
you
on
kind
it.
of know what you're doing. I'm tired.
Hey, that's fine.
That's fair. That's
We
fair.
live that tired life.
Which is why I
Yes.
buy mine.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's round up. Yeehaw. Get on out of here.
Yeehaw.
All right, sluts. Always remember to be loud.
Be proud.
Be a slut.